We lost.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Funeral H2O, and today we're going to talk about the Jake Paul DLC and show gameplay of every new fighter and the new outfits for Lomachenko and Crawford. This video is going to be at a faster pace than usual because there's a lot to go over, so let's get started. I decided to use Jake Paul for my first fight, and I won pretty easily. One small detail about Jake Paul that I think boxing fans will appreciate is that the 3 outfits they gave him are the same 3 outfits that he used against pro boxers specifically, rather than his fights against MMA fighters. There's the outfit that he used against Tommy Fury, Andre August, and Ryan Borland. Considering that he won 2 of those fights by first round knockout, and even though he lost against Tommy Fury, he still managed to drop Tommy at least once.
I thought we had some really good rounds.
It makes me wonder if his overall rating of 84 is based on those fights. Believe it or not, Jake Paul actually now has 4 fights against pro boxers. Not a lot of people know this because the majority of content creators are still spinning the same story that he only fought 1 pro boxer in Tommy Fury and lost, which is simply no longer true. Do some research, people. Whether we like it or not, his fight against Mike Tyson was considered a pro fight. Now on the flip side, nobody considers it a real fight anyway, not even Steel City Interactive. Hence, they didn't put the Jake Paul outfit from the Tyson fight in this DLC pack, which is interesting considering that was his latest fight. They also did not include him in the heavyweight division, even though his fight against Tyson was his official heavyweight debut. This is something I am not mad at whatsoever. Good for you, Steel City. Moving on to the other legendary fighters in this pack, which I'm even more excited to talk about, starting with Erik Morales. Morales is fast as expected. His punches feel great and his outfits are cooler than I thought they would be. I did catch a tiny flaw that I think only hardcore boxing fans will notice and appreciate. And even though that may be a small portion of people that click on this video, I don't care because I am a fan of the actual sport first, as much as I love this game and Fight Night. Now let me turn your attention to his glove selection. Notice anything? He doesn't have a choice of using Reyes gloves. What's even weirder is that we can equip Chavez and Barrera with the Reyes gloves, but not Morales. There's a reason this is a big deal to me, and here it is. The great Manny Pacquiao is famously known for wearing his Reyes gloves exclusively in his fights. The reason is because he felt he could get more power out of his punches with the Reyes gloves specifically. However, he was unable to wear the Reyes gloves in his first fight against Erik Morales, which he said is one of the factors why he lost the fight.
He just means he's not going to be out there in the style proposition. I don't know why he would do this. That was crazy of him to even do that. Zona Norte, Tijuana, Mexico.
He requested to wear the Reyes gloves in his rematch against Morales, and his request was granted. He knocked out Erik Morales late in their second fight.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time he can
there he goes. Good call, Manny. That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career. Cards unless he can knock Pacquiao down. But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knockdown and the stoppage.
Erik Morales then chose to wear the Reyes gloves for the 3rd fight in their trilogy. But it didn't make a difference for Morales as Pacquiao beat him even worse than he did in the 2nd fight by an early knockout.
Unbelievable. Morales, a true gladiator. 15 seconds. Down goes Morales again. Again, he's down. And the look on Erik Morales' face looks like he doesn't want anymore. That's it. He called it a day.
So knowing all of that and then coming to the glove selection, it just stood out to me a little bit, and I know it doesn't affect the gameplay, but I thought it was interesting, so there you go. It would actually be funny if Morales suddenly becomes OP if they give him the Reyes gloves, but it did not make a difference in real life, so never mind. Marco Antonio Barrera is as slow as I thought he would be, and his punches are as effective as I expected. I was having slow rounds, feeling like I was itching to pick up the pace, then before you know it, I land a good old-fashioned left hook with no power behind it, and I got a flash knockdown. Man, that felt good. Juan Manuel Marquez is actually faster than I thought he would be. He isn't typically known as a fast fighter. My fight using him felt as scary as it should have felt. He's always been a counterpuncher, and that's not a complaint. He has a quick left hook and a solid straight right hand. While using him, you already know I set out with a goal to try to get a knockout or at least a knockdown with his monster straight right hand, the same one that he used to knock out Manny Pacquiao, which was the coldest knockout in boxing history. I'm not going to show that clip here because I would never disrespect the Pac-Man like that. And unfortunately, I also have to mention that there was a heavy suspicion of PED usage surrounding Marquez in the later stages of his career, particularly after he knocked out Pacquiao like that. But did Pacquiao try to sue him for battery? Did Pacquiao retire from the sport? Nope. In fact, Pacquiao went on to fight another 10 years and never got dropped again. That is a true boxing champion. It's insane the type of fairy cornballs that are running the sport today, but what can you do? It's not what it isn't. When it comes to Lomachenko, his Matrix outfit has to be my favorite in the entire game. But there is something seriously wrong with Lomachenko, and I don't know if it's just me, but he feels a lot slower. He's as slow as I thought Marquez would be. And you know they're really doing something wrong if Marquez is faster than Lomachenko. He has a slow hook, slow jab. He does have a fast straight, but that's it. I don't like using Lomachenko at all. Very disappointed. I won every fight using the new characters except him. I got knocked out cold and I wasn't even doing anything crazy. Now this is one of the biggest, most important fixes in the game, and I should have started with this. But whatever, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. They finally removed the ability to throw a power straight while blocking. This gets rid of the rock'em sock'em power punch spamming bullshit, and I'm surprised they didn't fix this in the first patch. There was an issue where people were taking losses even though they won the fight, the game would count it as a loss. That hasn't happened to me yet, so let's hope that issue was resolved as well. If it happens to you, please let me know in the comments. Uppercuts are back to looking like skyrockets when you throw them. I'm not sure if I prefer these uppercuts to when they look like tiny little baby punches. Time will tell. More good news, they finally allow you and your opponent to pick the same outfit. Prior to this update, if you and your opponent chose the same outfit, it would randomize one of your outfits or maybe both of them, and that was really annoying. So this is another really good thing. In all these fights, tracking wasn't perfect, but it did feel a hell of a lot better. You're gonna hear more people complain about it than others, like I game you watch because he sucks, but that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do all that stuff that content creators usually beg for, and I'll see you in the next video. Fear No H2O, out.
I don't know a lot about boxing,